once again, Bishop Fleming, and thank you for joining me one more time here in the Lenten season on this last full day of Lent, the last Wednesday of Holy Week.
It's good to be here.
We've entered the city of Jerusalem. We heard this past Sunday the Passion already read, kind of as a foreshadowing of what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lenten journey finally ends tomorrow at sundown-ish, if you will.
Yes.
And then we enter into the Lord's Passion in its fullness.
Yes.
It's the shortest liturgical season with a funny name called the Triduum. Why is it called the Triduum, and why is it the shortest liturgical season and yet the most important?
It is. It's the shortest 3 days. Triduum comes from 3. So it reminds us of the 3 days of the Passion, Death, and Resurrection. Again, you have to count like the church counts from sundown to sundown to get 3, to get us to Easter Sunday evening. It is the shortest, but I think the most powerful. It's the pinnacle of our liturgical season. And we should gather for each of these liturgies.
We will journey truly from the Last Supper to the cross, and then to the empty tomb.
Yes.
Holy Thursday, we'll see kind of a real joyous celebration, right? Thursday night. What do we see there?
We gather, we hear Jesus and the disciples at the Last Supper at the table. It's a wonderful celebration of Eucharist and the call to Eucharist for all of us. And then we do something unique as we wash feet. Uncomfortable for both the washer and the washed, but such a call to service as we're called to really, let go and to serve. It's always difficult, but so moving. As a presider, as a priest, always moved as I wash other feet and as I've had my own washed.
Sure. Then we move to the Passion on Good Friday, where the priest just kind of shows up.
Yes.
There's not a entrance hymn, there's nothing, and so there's always that awkward moment for the congregation of, oh wait, somebody's coming down, we better stand up.
Yep.
What do we do here?
Yeah.
Why is there no entrance hymn or anything like that on Good Friday?
If you also notice on Holy Thursday night, there's really no dismissal. Again, it kind of just ends. We just kind of pause, really, for Good Friday, and then we enter again, really to see these 3 liturgies, the Triduum, as one. Mm-hmm. And so we really flow from one to the other, to the other, to the other, really from table to empty tomb.
So the 3 are Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and then which is the third one? Where does the try come in?
It begins with the Easter Vigil, but that flows right into Easter Sunday. Those 2 really kind of need to be seen as one, as a part of a whole.
Sure.
Yeah. Again, the church counts the way the church wants to count.
The Easter Vigil, we're not going to really speak a whole lot to the Easter Vigil in one of these discussions. It's really kind of the pinnacle celebration of our liturgies, though, is it not?
It encompasses everything. I often say if someone really wants to know who we are as a church, as a people, to come to the Easter Vigil, know that it's going to be long, but just settle in. It is where we hear the story of creation from the very beginning up to this very moment. We begin in the darkness with a service of light, move into the liturgy of the Word, move to the font, where we bring in our elect to be baptized, to be part of the family of faith. We renew our own baptismal vows and promises, and then confirmation. And then we move to the table, and then flow right into Easter Sunday.
And just, it really is a communal celebration as we welcome the new neophytes at that point, and our family grows that night just as much as our faith hopefully is growing that night, right?
Yeah. It's such a beautiful, beautiful celebration of who we are. So if you've never been there, come.
How do we enter in? Our lives are busy.
Right.
It's not like it was even when I was a child, where on Good Friday, even the secular society stopped.
Right.
How do we allow ourselves to enter fully into this highest and most holiest days of the Catholic year, while yet our lives continue to be busy with what needs to be done?
In a real sense, it takes more intentionality. We need to be purposeful and make it part of our calendar, writing it in even maybe, so that it is part of who we are and who we're going to be and who we celebrate who we are and how we are.
And the church even, in her wisdom, many parishes have even adjusted the time of Good Friday. As much as I personally don't like that, I like it being somewhere between noon and 3.
Right.
The church recognizes that society has continued to progress in a certain way, and yet she adjusts her time.
I think that's appropriate in our time, as we need to have options for people to be able to come, because we wouldn't want to miss Good Friday.
Absolutely.
That liturgy, again, just kind of flows from the night before, and we hear again the Passion, and then we reverence the cross. And then we receive Eucharist. We don't celebrate Mass. It's the only day in the church year we don't celebrate Mass. But we really need to be there.
Bishop Fleming, I really appreciate you taking time, and I hope that these next 3 days are spiritually enriching for you as your first Triduum as a bishop.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. Blessings to everyone.